Tax Tip of the Week is brought to you by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services.
Good evening, it's Kay with this week's Jackson Hewitt Tax Tip. We're getting pretty close to the end of this filing season, which was a little short this year because the IRS was late in opening, but we do want to go over a few things when you're itemizing. The first thing you can think about taking is your medical expenses. Remember, the first 7.5% of your medical expenses are just thrown out the window and they're not accepted, so it's anything over 7.5% of your adjusted gross income. But you can take things like your medical mileage. That would include going to the doctor, going to the pharmacy, going to have an x-ray, anything medically mileage. You can take those out-of-pocket expenses that you had to pay your copay to your doctors. If you had to get new hearing aids or you had to get new glasses, the things that you actually paid for. Don't forget those items. The other thing you can take are your taxes that you paid. You can take your sales tax. There's a table that the IRS offers that you can take look at your adjusted gross income, and it'll tell you how much sales tax you can take. Because we live in Nevada, we take that instead of we don't have a state income tax. You can take the tax that you paid to get your car tabs or license your cars. You can take the taxes on your properties that you live in. The other thing you can take is mortgage interest. If you have mortgage insurance, you can also usually take that premium payment, and that should be reported to you by your mortgage company. You can also take your gifts to charities. Remember, charities is something that is really looked at by the IRS. It was a fraudulent, big fraudulent item in the past, so they look at charitable expenses. Make sure you have those receipts for those cash and check donations. Make sure if you've given goods, furniture, clothing, food, whatever, that you have something from the charity so that you can put with your tax documents and you can have to fall back on in case the IRS does ask for that. If you went to a professional tax preparer or you bought TurboTax to do your own taxes, the cost of those can be deducted on your itemization if you have those. So those are lots of things that you can look at to itemize. There are more that are a little more complicated. Should you need more help, be sure to contact a tax professional or look online at irs.gov for further instruction. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again. This is Kay with Jackson Hewitt's Tax Tip.
Tax Tip of the Week is brought to you by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services.